Welcome back to the Full Force Combat podcast. Finally, it's been a long time coming. I think it's Dennis's fault because he no-showed the first time. Dennis is blaming Patrick. Patrick's blaming Dennis. So Dennis, it's 2-1, brother. But we're back. We're here finally. How are we, boys?
All I'm saying is, if I had a smoke to go con, yeah, we would have made it happen the week after the fight. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, bro, because your name and face will be on that poster right now.
Pat, yeah, but fuck them. They're both ugly anyway. I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Pat, how are you?
Got a lot to break down today anyway, boys. Yeah.
We do. Yeah, no, doing well. Recovered, so ready to go.
Recovered from what?
He turned 21 yesterday. He's a man now. Officially, he's officially.
Is it 21? Yeah, you can officially fucking, I don't know, drink in the USA, I suppose. Yeah.
That was what all my messages were yesterday. Oh, you can legally drink in the US now.
Fucking hell. You are a Yank anyway, so.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's true.
There we go. But Dennis, let's take it back. Not that long ago. How are your feelings now? Run through it a little bit now.
What to the early 2000s back in the day?
Yeah, well, we could go back.
I wasn't born.
Yeah, true. It was the good old days, isn't it? The good old days. You missed out on Cascada and Base Hunter.
Mate, you
now you're gone. I realized my love for you was strong. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, man. Of course.
Yeah, let's take it back. What, a few weeks back?
Yeah, talk us through it, man. Now you've had a little bit of time to relax and fucking it's really has settled in because it must have come a bit of a shock to you.
Nah, like, look, mate. As my old coach Collie said to me, he said, "Look, you know, you've just done the same thing to 5 people in a row. So, you know, as much as the guy I'm fighting signed up to do what he's going to do, there is a karmic retribution to pay to the universe in terms of, you know, you're hospitalizing people. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you."
Yeah, I do. I get that.
And yeah, like, yeah, it didn't come. Look, it come as a shock in the sense that I always think I'm going to win. You know, I think I'm going to win every fight.
Saying, yeah, because it was just a case of a mistake, one mistake that really you've not been making for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I do just think that, and having discussed this with Princey as well, obviously I've had a lot of discussion about why I made the mistake I did. And I think actually that was the first time in a long time that I've had a fighter hurt in the first round. You know, I hurt him twice badly in the first round. And I think that was almost sort of like a poisoned apple where like it was like, oh, I've got him hurt. I'm going to finish him in the first round now. Where if I hadn't hurt him and I had just kept tipping, tapping, you know, doing my normal thing, I would have stuck to the game plan a little bit, stayed a bit more composed, not tried to get in the pocket and land big combinations and put them away. Because at that point that I got caught, I was like, I'm so many levels ahead of this guy. Like I'm just rocking him, I'm hitting him when I want to hit him, I'm moving, I'm avoiding his shots. And I just got greedy, and that was it. Greed was what got me caught, and that's a simple fact. Like, he is not better than me. That he knows he's not better than me, you know. And you know, obviously, it's hard to make people understand that from the outside perspective that have never been in a fight. But anyone who watches the first 3.5 minutes of that fight, 3 minutes of that fight, would see that I'm levels ahead of him, and I just made a mistake. And if you know. I know the exact moment I made that mistake. I got caught. And then from then, it was sort of a downward trajectory because I'd been hurt and I started making other mistakes then on top of the mistake that I made that led to that. And then it led to the finish. Yeah, it is what it is. It's like, I don't know. It was the weirdest feeling backstage because I didn't even really feel that bad about it. I was just like, fucking cunt caught me. Do you know what I mean? I had a smile in the back. I had a smile on my face in the back. I wasn't even that, like, I didn't feel like I got beat. You know, like against George, I felt like I got beat. And I was like, fucking hell, like I worked so hard. I can't believe there's someone that can do that to me out there in the world. Like I know anyone in the world, like a guy outside the pub on a Saturday night could knock me out if he caught me, you know? Regardless of skill level. It doesn't mean he's a better fighter than me. It just means I've got a chin, he's got a fist, and he can throw full power from the hip overhand, which is exactly what I got caught with, and catch me. And you just got to stay on your P's and Q's, and all that's going to have done now is solidified my resolve to stay on my fucking job when I'm in there and not get greedy and not try to impress anyone by getting a first round finish. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on wilting people from now on, I think.
I think especially like when you compared it, when I asked you in the press conference and you compared the two losses, you did say that like you didn't really feel like it was a loss right in that moment. Do you still feel like that now? And is that because of typically how the fight went? It was a 1-round banger, weren't it? It was over so
Yeah,
quick. You had your
yeah,
big moments, and then he had his big moment.
yeah. You know what I will give to Gokhan? He's very good at capitalizing on other people's mistakes. Um, and that's a simple fact. Like, he did have to, I'll give him the credit where he deserves it. He did have to capitalize on my mistake, which he did. I do believe that in the two fights before that he had, against Jan Malik and against Ogden Dimic in Octagon, both of those guys also made mistakes that led to him finishing them. And that's why I feel disappointed about it, because I knew that going into the fight. This guy capitalizes on mistakes. That's what he does, especially in that first round. He's dangerous in the first round, and I still made the mistake. So yeah, it's a bitter pill to swallow, regardless of loss, But and obviously it brings my run to the title back a step. I lost a lot of rankings in Fight Matrix. I fell out of the Octagon rankings. So there was a lot of fallback off that. But for me, it just means that now I was hoping that at least people would go, oh, yeah, like try and jump on the fight now. Try and get a fight with me now because, yeah, we seen that Gokhan knocked him out. So if he can knock him out, I can knock him out. I was hoping that like people would start jumping on it, but still people are scared. So they obviously understand that a wounded lion is still a lion. Yeah.
Pat?
Yeah, I want to ask you. You mentioned the hurting him in the first round, and you strayed away from the game plan with that. One moment when he first caught you, I remember hearing your corner. I rewatched the fight. Your corner is shouting, "Stop kicking! Stop throwing the kicks!" And you're throwing the kicks.
Yeah.
When you had him hurt, did you catch yourself kind of wanting, being like, "Oh, I have him hurt. I'm going to try and get this highlight finish. Let me throw the big head kick. Let me throw the spinning kick."
Nah,
And
it
that's
wasn't even
maybe
it
what
was
led
it
to it.
wasn't even kicks. It wasn't kicks. What actually got me caught was I stepped into southpaw and I sort of glanced him with my right hand and I tried to throw a couple more shots. Now, the shot that caught me, that hurt me initially, didn't put me down. It just sort of stumbled me a bit. And then after that is when I started throwing kicks in a silly way. Because before that, I was throwing kicks smart. I was catching them with the kicks. I was throwing head kicks, which were a good shout. He's very good at catching body kicks or returning off a body kick with hands, but the head kicks were keeping his hands up, so he couldn't return that fast. Well, I started throwing body kicks then, and that's when he caught me again, dropped me, and then from then it was like I said, it was a downward slope at that point already. I was already really badly hurt. I managed to get back up to my feet. Yeah, I'm not going to say it was my chin because like I took a few shots, a few big shots that probably would have put guys out from the jump. The first shot didn't even put me down. The second shot put me on my arse. I got back up, and then it took another shot to actually put me down, and I still wasn't out. I don't know. I wasn't defending myself. I wasn't clean unconscious, if that makes sense. I was
Yeah.
hurt but not out. So yeah, I don't think that if I fight him another 9 times, I think I beat him 9 times. Like I think that was the 1 out of 10 that he can get, and I'm glad he's fighting for the title next. Because Whether he wins the title or he loses the title fight, we will fight again in 2026. 100%. You can guarantee that. I'm going to get another couple wins, get myself back to winning ways, and then whether to fight him for the title or to fight him not for the title, I don't mind, but I do need to get that back. At this point in my head, the win over Gokhan, the rematch, means more to me than a title fight anyway. So if he loses the title fight and I get offered a title fight, I'd say I want to fight Gokhan first because I need that fight back.
You referenced the title fight coming up. It's been booked for Poland, April. How do you see it going, Mateusz Legerski and Gokhan Aksu?
I think, personally, I think Legerski's a better fighter. Like I said, anyone can get caught though, and Gokhan throws hard. I think he can catch Legerski if Legerski's not on his P's and Q's. But I do think Legerski's going to come out and fight him very, very, very differently to how he came out and fought Attila. I think he's going to come out and grapple heavy from the start, which is why, you know, from what I'm hearing anyway, Gokhan's doing his training camp in a very wrestling heavy area of the world. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I'm hoping to have already fought by then. You know, I'm hoping I get a fight by then, and then watch that fight, see what happens, get another fight in, and then see where I'm ranked after that. See where I'm positioned. Am I in a position to call for the belt or to call for the Gokhan rematch, whatever it happens to be.
And
Absolutely.
let's talk about the roadmap for 2026. You want to fight that Hamburg card. That's March. I know you want to get on the stadium in September. So ideally, how many times do you want to fight? What cards do you want to fight on? And where do you see yourself end of 2026? This time, we'll be sitting on a podcast at the end of 2026. Are we calling you the champ, the double champ? You just beat Gokhan Aksu. What do you see?
Give us something.
Yeah. Should I say ideally now? Obviously, ideally before the Gokhan fight was very different. It was a very different roadmap I had in my head, but we have to think on the fly, right? So ideally, Hamburg, March, I smoke someone good. Like I've been calling out for Marco LP Didio, but from what I'm hearing, he's already booked for a fight. Now, whether he wins or loses will depend on, you know, whether we can actually fight in March again or whatever. But yeah, I'd like to fight in March. I'd like to fight in June in Berlin. I do want to go to Berlin. Octagon 100 would be a sick card. You know, I'm good friends with a lot of the Spitfire guys, so I'd like to go there and get a bit of training in, maybe during that week or maybe a week before, whatever happens to be. And then yeah, we've got September for the Frankfurt card, the stadium, and then probably like in November, if there's a Munich card again, I'd like to maybe rematch Gokhan in Munich. You know, I think doing it where it happened is all the better. You know, like
the scene of the crime.
Yeah, you know, like I think going back to Munich in November and making it happen there again would be idealistic. So that's, you know, looking to go 4-0 next year in 2026. That puts me right back up there for title contention, I believe. Maybe early 2027. Obviously, things can happen in the meantime. You know, I might get the title fight earlier. Who knows? Maybe he wins the title, and then we can fight in November for the title. So it all just depends. You know, it all just depends on what happens in other fights. But fucking hell, like, you know, we don't know. Maybe a new COVID strain hits us, and we all have to go into lockdown again. We don't fucking know what's going to happen next year. I'm not God. But yeah, ideally, Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt, and Munich. Maybe throw in a Czech card as well. Fuck it, why not? Like, you know.
And one thing, so obviously it's the end of 2025 now. Let's not discount the year you've had, right? You've had an amazing year. I remember in Munich, we were both down on the floor, and I caught you come and I said, "Hey, how are you feeling?" And you said, and one thing you said to me, I don't know if you remember it, you said, "Hey, we've had one hell of a year." And that you have, you know, 4 fights, 3 wins, put yourself on the map. I think you turned yourself into a promotional star. Look how many fans you've gathered. And sort of in a weird way a little community you've built in Germany. Funny enough, with Mr. Watch and that whole team. So just talk to me
The
about what
boys, you know.
this year has meant to you, because I think you've really
Yeah, man, this is
grown.
the year of Germany, the year of Germany. The year of the snake, I believe, in the Chinese calendar. Um, yeah, it's been a good year. It's been a good year. I got some good wins under my belt. Like you said, put my name on the map as far as the German fan base and the Octagon fan base now. Got myself in the top 10. I might be out of the top 10 now, but I was in the top 10, so I can't I can't argue too much with the year I've had. It's been a good year. New contract with Octagon, two new contracts with Octagon this year. And yeah, it's been a mad year, mate. I wouldn't have had some of the shit I had in this year last year on my bingo book. But yeah, like I mean, we build off the momentum from that, right? The year before that was a bit inactive, a lot of fucking politics going on and all that, but
Yeah.
this year we've been active. Next year I'm going to be active. The year after that I'm going to be active, and hopefully for many more years after that I'm going to be active. And I will get that title, and I will go up to welterweight and get that title also.
I still have the
Absolutely.
screenshot on my phone from
Sorry.
when all good. When it was around September 2024, it was after I visited you in Manchester, and you were signing with the PFL Europe, and I still have a screenshot of a picture you sent me of you wearing a PFL cap. And versus now, look at what happened. You became the Octagon star after some disagreements with the promotion.
Yeah, listen, disagreements happen. Like it's the same in any relationship. Fucking hell, like you've got brothers, sisters, parents, fucking wife, daughter, kids. Like you're gonna have disagreements with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and me and Octagon is no different. There's a relationship there. We had disagreements. We've come to terms. We put that to the side. They have kept good on their promise to keep me active this year. That was made at the start of the year. I've kept good on my promise to promote the promotion and to entertain the fans and to promote my fights, which is part of my side of the agreement. And yeah, we've done good things, and I think we can go ahead and do even bigger things in the future. But yeah, I'm in a good position now where I think now I'm only ever 2 or 3 fights away from a title fight, regardless. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I might have lost now, but I still should be only 2, 3 fights away from a title shot, really. Two, three good wins, and I'm there. So
Absolutely. I think, from my perspective, I think the finishes have started to come this year, so that's been great. You've steamrolled your way, and you've made it known to everybody that you was going to remain active. And big up to what's gone, as you said, they've kept you active. But also, with that said, setbacks are needed, Dennis. So this is going to be a blessing. But not just a good year for you; it's been a good year all round as well for Manchester top team, and one of them who's fighting on the Pride card next week, Jonas Magard. He's joining us soon. So let's just talk a little bit about Jonas and his fight, boys. Let's move on to the card now. Let's talk a little bit about Jonas, and then we'll bring him in halfway through it.
yeah, so
Dennis,
we
you've
got
been
Jonas.
working with him, so you give us your insight. You've been working with the man on a regular basis, so let's hear
Yeah,
some. Let's
yeah.
hear.
I mean, listen, he trains in the gym, but we're obviously two very different sized guys. We don't really
Yeah,
get a lot of actual training in together, but I've seen him in the gym. He's looking sharp. Like obviously, I think a couple of weeks ago he was up. I wasn't actually there because I was still just recovering. But all the lads said he looks mega sharp. He's saying he's mega sharp. So I'm expecting a clinic from him next weekend. I'm expecting him to put this guy away, and I think he should be in the running for a title shot then as well. You know what I mean? He should be allowed to get his title back. That bantamweight belt's been cursed
Yeah,
since he lost the belt. He defended it what 2, 3 times, and then since he lost that belt, it's been cursed. Lima bailed it. Since then it's just been fucking past the parcel of the fucking title
Just
shot, and
cancellation after cancellation.
Guys
Well,
can't
that's it.
make way. Guys getting
Yeah.
sick 2 days. You
Well,
know what I mean?
remember
So
The
yeah,
fight
just
day.
get.
It was cancelled
Yeah.
fight day last time because we
Yeah,
were sat
it
in
was
Cologne.
3 times, weren't it? It
And
was cancelled.
I got a
Yeah, so
phone
just
call and it was just fights off. I was just like, what? So now the card just loses a title fight on the day of the card.
Yeah,
yeah, he should be given his opportunity to get his belt back. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, 100,
Simple as that.
100%.
Yeah,
And that fight between him and Severino, Dan, you were there with me when we watched that in Prague live. That was a sick fight, and it was a close fight,
Very close.
3-round fight. And I said to you after, title is vacant. Make it 5 rounds. Do a rematch. It was tight. It could have gone either way. Make it 5 rounds because it looked like Jonas was picking up some steam there. So I never understood why they didn't go back and rebook it. Jonas looked good against his last opponent in Hamburg as well. Like outclassed him completely. It's Severino, Kakarov, and Jonas. Those are the top 3. So I think a good win for Jonas on Saturday or on Sunday. Sorry, sent him there. I think the title's being fought for in February, if I'm not mistaken. So,
is it February?
I think it's being fought for in Ostrava.
Ostrava.
Well,
so
yeah,
think,
like you said,
April, June kind of time, Berlin.
Yeah,
but that would be good for Jonas.
Like you said, anyway, Dennis, he has been cursed, that belt. And remember when he said, "Boys, I am the title," and I think that's proved it with the cursing after it. But let's bring him in now and get his thoughts.
What's up?
Jonas, how we doing, big man?
All good, all good. Just finished my last hard session today, so
yeah.
Can't wait to get get busy.
1 week to go. You always look forward to fighting in Prague, don't you? What does it mean to fight in Prague to you, Jonas? End of the year, it's become a bit of a.
I need to get it this time. I don't think I've won a fight in Prague yet, so. But this time we'll change it. It will change.
Have you not won a fight in Prague?
Really?
I do want to fight in Prague, but I've never won a fight in Prague.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Have you never won a fight in Prague, like?
Yeah.
That's fucking mental, that, bro. That's a mad stat. That's a mad stat.
That's wild, you know.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Whoa. Pat.
So this is gonna get changed now.
Yeah, you got to flip the script now, lads.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Jonas, you have a game opponent for Sunday, so talk a little bit about Elvis Silva. You guys have been going back and forth on social media, but it seems respectful and fun. So talk about the opponent.
He's just gay. He blocked me, so I cannot watch his stories now. So now I have to watch it through different things. I don't know, that back and forth is just me giving him stuff and telling him what he's doing and telling him what I think about him. I don't think he likes that. So yeah, he is a game opponent, but I think his focus is a little bit more on bringing his family to Europe, to be fair, because he's already been out and saying that he wants to use Octagon to get his families to Europe. So, and that just motivates me to beat the shit out of him, because if that's where his focus is, that's the wrong focus, because he has me to focus on. And yeah, I don't know how game he is. He kicks moves and then he goes for double unders and tries to push people against the cage. I don't think he's very interesting. Very easy guy to break down, to be fair. I only think the guys who have had problems with him maybe have had problems getting sparring partners who can do what he's doing, but I've been very lucky that I have a guy who is MMA fighter but comes from karate. So I've been giving those looks, and yeah. So yeah.
That was a heavy line, you know. Man said he's trying to bring his family to Europe.
That's what he said. That's what his focus is, and I see him now. He traveled to Rome yesterday, and now he's in Frankfurt with his wife. And but it just motivates me, because I just take it like he's trying to take it. He's taking me easy, and that's just fuel on the fire for me. So yeah, I take it very personal.
Yeah. So have you didn't take much from the Roman Paulus victory earlier this year? Then I'm assuming that you have watched that.
It was a split decision. He almost got finished in the second round, and I talked with Roman afterwards as well. and he told me what to expect. But that was already what I saw. Like, he has these shit kicks, but if you don't respect those kicks, I hope he kicks me. I really, really, really hope he kicks me, because it'll gonna make my night so much easier. And I think it's gonna be hard for him to not go in and do his game, because that's what he's been doing since he was 8 years old. This karate stuff. And but the thing about karate, now that we're in Christmas time, it's just like believing in Santa. It's nice and fun when you're a kid, but when you grow up, you realize it's not real. It's fake. And that's the same with him. What he does doesn't really work, like in MMA. And you see, he only kick, move, and then when you get close to him, he goes for double underhooks and try to push people against the cage. He's very boring and very, very straightforward. So, yeah.
So, with that said, are you looking to make a statement? Is Jonas Magard going for a much-needed finish?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to go where he wants the fight to go, and I'm going to finish him there. Like, I got weapons. If the fight goes where I want it to go, obviously, I'm going to hurt him. But I know where he wants the fight to go. So my job has been to make a game plan so I can hurt him the most where he wants the fight to go. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to avoid the fight to go where he wants it to go. I'm using it against him. And that's my game plan for this fight. Not like specific game plan, but that's just what my focus have been for this fight. So it's all about me and what I'm going to do to him, no matter where he wants the fight to go. But I know where he wants the fight to go. He want to do some flashy kicks here and there and kick and run. He definitely don't want to box with me. I hope he will, but I don't see him do it. And yeah, I definitely hope he's going to kick me as well, because that's just, it's just going to be a very, very nice night for me if he's going to start kicking.
Pat, where do you see this fight going?
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting one. Not only just the matchup itself, but the implications. Right, in 2 months, the bantamweight title hopefully has a new holder, because it's cancellation after cancellation. But Igor Severino, your former opponent, versus his opponent Kakarov. How do you see that fight going? You probably answered a lot of that because they were supposed to fight 2 months ago. So, how do you see that fight going?
I see one of them pulling out.
You know what's gonna happen in that fight?
Jonas stepping in for a short notice.
No, you know how that fight is gonna go? Severino is gonna go to flyweight after the fight. That's how the fight is gonna go. If he wins, he's gonna go to flyweight because he don't want to fight me. And if he loses, he's gonna go to flyweight because he don't want to fight me. And he's already been out there and putting it out there that he's gonna go to flyweight. So I don't really care about that fight. I don't really care about the belt at this point. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not bothered having a belt and just fighting not even once a year. What is that doing for me? I'm here to fight the best guys in Europe. And yeah, that's how it is. So I hope maybe Octagon just bring some guys in. I want to fight in Poland as well. Unfortunately, the Polish bantamweight scene is a little bit, it's not so strong. But let's see if we can get somebody there. But the whole title thing, I'm not bothered about it, to be fair. I think it's actually just, if you have the title, it's just harder for you to fight and be active. And that's where I want to be. I want to be active. I want to prove myself. So, yeah, having the title, then one fight a year, what is that going to help anything? But if Severino wins, I hope he stays because I want him, because I want the revenge. And I know I can get him. I know. And if the other guy wins, it's also a nice fight. And I'm a very bad matchup when it comes to his style, I think. I don't think he met anybody who's gonna bring what I can bring to him. And that's what I've heard from people also who trained with him. That it's a perfect fight for me. And from what I've seen myself in his style, plus I have a guy who moves and throws just like him. What is his name again? Kalarov, whatever his name is.
Something like that,
Yeah. Whatever.
So of course he had the PFL belt, and he's like, he won so many fights and knockouts. So that's a guy I want to fight. Is a guy who really interested me.
With
And
the sorry, Pat, go on.
I just want to ask about potential post-fight festivities. I know you're a fan of the old Goldfinger, so would that be will that get paid a visit after the O2 Arena?
I don't know. I'll probably like I never plan what's gonna happen after the fight, because I need to be ready to be in the hospital, even if I win or if I lose, because that's how much I'm gonna give in the fight. I need to give it all. So my only plans is to be in the hospital. If it's with a broken face or with two broken hands, it doesn't matter. But that's the mentality I go in with.
Well, that's just showing that you're preparing for war, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm prepared to die in there to kill him.
Yeah, war. Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm literally ready to die just to kill this guy. That's what it is for this fight.
It's going to be 365 days to the day since you fought Severino, and it was a very close split decision. So
yeah, he won the first minute of first round, and then I won the last 4 minutes and second round. I will give him the third round 100% because I gassed out.
So with all the rescheduling and all the messing about in that division with the title, was you offered that fight with Severino?
I've never been offered, because they know he don't want to fight me. His management literally went out. I think you were there at the press conference after the fight. His manager literally said, "We don't want to fight Jonas next." That's what he said. That's what the management said.
I'll have to watch it back. It was a long time ago, but I'm not saying that you're lying. No, of course.
But the rematch for the belt would have been huge. It would have made more sense than him fighting Jack, but he didn't want to fight me. And I do understand him. He's a young guy. He finished all his fights in first round, and then he comes and fight me, and he's almost getting finished in the second round, and he wins on a very. I think it should have been a draw, at least. But he gets a split decision. And yeah, of course, that's going to put some doubt in his mind. So I understand that I'm not his first choice.
Yeah, back to Ellis Silva, though. Dennis, you're quite friendly with Ellis Silva, aren't you? So where do you see this fight going?
Yeah, like Elvis surprised me a bit. We both shared the same locker room in Stuttgart, I think it was. That's where he fought Roman Paulus, isn't it? I think I fought Robin Frank that night. Yeah, we both shared a locker room. I saw him warming up. He was doing some things that I was surprised at, because usually when Brazilians are brought in against European opponents in Europe, they're not very good. But he actually did some pretty good stuff. Went out and beat Roman Paulus. So yeah,
a split decision.
Yeah, like I think Roman's all right as well. Like, but I just think Jonas is going to be too big for him, too strong. He's going to be too clean in the boxing range, and then if it gets into the grappling range, it's even more of a problem for him. I think Elvis's only chance is to like literally what Jonas said, is to sort of land these flashy kicks at kicking distance. But obviously Jonas, the game plan for that, he's going to be ready for all that as well. I don't see many like wrinkles to his game. I don't see if it becomes a wrestling thing, I don't see him taking Jonas down, holding Jonas down. If it becomes it's in the clinch, I don't see him beating Jonas in the clinch. The only route I have Elvis winning is in that kick distance, but yeah, I think anywhere else it goes, Jonas wins it.
So just before we wrap it up, boys, and considering his blocked you, Jonas, do you have a message that you want to send to him with 7 days out now?
To who?
To Elvis.
To Elvis. Just show up, because it's been too long. You know what it is? I asked to fight him before I fought Farbord. So I've been watching tapes on him for over a half year now. Like when he fought Roman, I was supposed to fight the winner of those two, and I don't know what happened. It never happened. So I've been preparing for him like before I fought Farbert and then after Farbert as well. So yeah, I just hope he shows up. I hope he's gonna start kicking me. That's what I hope. Because it's gonna be a long night for him, man.
I love it. I hope it is, because it's better for the viewing pleasure of the audience, isn't it, Pat? So anything you want to add just before we wrap it up?
Yeah, just one last one from me. You're known for getting in your opponent's head in that final stare down. Last time was the pillow that you threw at Farbod. You gave Igor a toothbrush. You have plans for this one for Elvis?
Elvis is too easy. So yeah, of course, it's so easy with him. He's so easy with this guy. It's like, yeah, it's just his whole like. Have you seen his Instagram what he posts?
Yeah.
It's like he's almost baiting me to like I don't know. It's so easy with this guy. And the thing is with him, he takes himself very serious. You have to if you're doing like karate like that. You have to take yourself very serious if you go on a public beat and start and doing like karate katas like this. So, and I'm already in his head. He knows that. He knows. But that's not all, because I know I put the work in. I worked so hard. Like I worked so hard for this fight that I know I can speak. That my words is not even what gets in their head. It's just when I'm just speaking the truth and I'm just saying the obvious, and that's what gets to them. So I never trash talk like that. I never say something about their mom or anything. I'm just speaking facts, always speaking facts. And I think that's what gets to them, because, yeah.
The truth hurts.
Absolutely. Just like the menace, like no wonder you two bounce off each other in the gym and stuff.
No, but he's a dickhead. Yeah. He don't know how to trash talk right, and he starts shaking hands and being friendly after, and start training with people. I don't do that. This is not like some show for me. This is 100% serious. 100%. Like it is not a sportsmanship afterwards. There's nothing sportsman. This is pure hate.
I think what Jonas is saying is the difference is I gain respect for people after I've shared the cage with them.
I don't know respect to someone after. When they sign that contract and they think they can beat me, that's it. There's no respect before or after. Nothing.
Raw, real, and it's going to be like that in 7 days' time. Octagon 81 in Prague. Yeah. Make sure you lock in. Boys, it's been a pleasure to chat. Jonas, thank you very much. I'm sure you're absolutely starving. Near enough this time next week, you'll be smelling them bakeries and that fast food, brother.
I just want to smell blood. That's all I want to smell.
Love it. Boys, thank you for joining us.
Nice one.
We'll see you again soon.
Merry Christmas.